Well, I thought long and hard about this, and well, I think I'm just gonna pull the trigger and see how it goes. I'm not gonna explain before I'm gonna do it how I want to do it. I'm just gonna do it because otherwise this video takes ages. And well, I got some glue here, and I add a little bit of water because I think the consistency is very thick, which is not cool. I don't need much glue on this, and I want to use a brush. And what I also hope is by adding a little bit water that it's not setting as fast. So this is quite exciting or scary. Just use a brush, and hopefully I did not try this, but hopefully I can just brush it on without making too much of a mess. Okay, enough of this. I'll remove this because this will fall over for sure. So now the idea was starting with one of these. Okay, I have to clean this side because it becomes messy. There's glue on one side that doesn't need any glue yet. This side. Okay, then I had sort of a method that worked for me. I have a few pieces of wood that has garbage bag on it, so it doesn't stick. This one. I'll tighten the threaded rod a little bit so it's like stiffer, so I can adjust stuff. Now I want to have this side flat, so I put it on a piece of wood and tap it until it's flat on the edge on the table. Oh, it is already kind of flat. Okay. Now I have another piece that I'll put here and clamp it. So it should line up all of them. I have to work fast, as you can see. That's why I'm doing this so erratically. Okay. Now this looks okay. Now we're gonna adjust this side so it is as flat as possible. It is already kind of flat. I did it like this previous times. Yep. Now I could clamp it a little bit more, but before I do that, I'm gonna see how straight it is, because that was one of my biggest concerns. So I got a piece of MDF, and I should be able to let it sit here. Yeah. And the threaded rod will fall in the holes. And then I grab my thingy for the sheen and see how flat it is. Almost. Ew. This side is good. You see, that's quite doable. So I don't think this is a major problem. Weird that it's that simple, ain't it? Well, proof is in the pudding, but now I might add another rod in the middle, so I don't have to need so many clamping. Okay, now what I might do is just add some more glue, just for fuck's sake. I'll check the edge once more, if this is flat-ish. Could be a tiny bit better. Hopefully, oh, I can still adjust it. It's quite good. Okay. Check, check, double check. That will work, I think. Oh well. That's it for now, and I'll just leave it overnight. So, late at night, I was lying in bed, but I thought, fuck it, I cannot sleep, so it has been 3-4 hours. Let's unclamp this thing. So, that's what it is, and now the most important thing, well, it's not the most important, but the thing I was most worried about, let's call it that, So if it's a bit wibbly wobbly, a tiny bit, so there might be some crap underneath, but if I just push on it, that's more than decent. And this way, well, there's a shimmer of light. And so nothing that is really troublesome, I think, at all. So I'm pretty pleased. I still, someone said, hey, what you should have done is like drill bigger holes and just buy some 10mm round wood, just like a dowel. But the thing is, I thought about dowels, but just the ones you buy, you know? Because I've done this before, and then I had like multiple holes, and I just, depending on, well, sometimes I use these holes, then these holes, etc., etc. But of course, I somehow did not think of a long dowel, or at least using just some round stock as a dowel, which would be self-aligning, of course, kind of. Maybe I just, grind it off a little bit to create a point even. Just stack all the glued stuff and just fucking smash it through. Well, so far pleased with this one. Now it is 2 o'clock or something. Almost. So I'm not gonna do the second one, which would be ideal, so it can dry and then it's done by tomorrow. But since I have to use the hammer here and there, I do not think my neighbors above me like that idea very much. So tomorrow morning, directly after breakfast, I'm gonna glue up this one so I can do some other stuff while it dries. And then we go from there. You can see there's a slight height difference. This is what I was afraid of, because the amount of glue dictates how much higher it becomes. Since there are so many layers, it's hard to do correct. Probably there's some method that I don't know of, because I'm not a woodworker, as you can see. I never make cabinets. Hello, so I bought myself 18mm birch ply. Prices went up quite a lot, so it was 34 euros. I slowed down the cutting speed, so it's gonna scream even more, but I hope I have a little bit better surface finish, as well as I will be going full depth in this thing. And normally I use, I believe, 5mm cutter, so I hope the 4mm will survive. It would be typical me to try this and then the cutter breaks. But I believe I have another shot if that is happening. Let's not, jump the gun. It's gonna be fine. So I'm first gonna do 2, so I do not screw up everything. If it works out, I'll do the other 2 in advance, so I don't have to mill anything from this piece of material anymore, so I can just put it somewhere. I think that went pretty okay. Now I did use tabs to hold it in place, just to be sure. I'm not sure if that was needed, but I'll try to play safe this time. Downside is that I have to remove the piece of wood again. first I cut these off because I need wood for New Year's Eve anyway. Probably camera's gonna fall. Let's see. Oop, almost. Okay, cool. Next step will be figuring out how high the pieces that will slide in, the baffle, etc. are supposed to be. So that's probably gonna make, I'm probably gonna make a few parts as testers and then do the baffle itself, because that's the most wood and the most work. And then hopefully it all fits together. Now I forgot to push record, but yeah, I milled the test piece to see if I got the correct height. It is the mounting plate for the plate amp. So if it fits, I got at least a usable part, if not. Oh wait. Does that help? No, not much. Hey, that looks not way too big. You see, it's not completely straight, as I expected. So when I force it, this looks to be the correct size. The rest will be glue. Now see if I can adjust a little bit. So here's still a small line if I, push it in. This one is quite decent. Here there's a ridge. It's because I tried to clean up this edge, but I removed too much of this on the outer side. Now, shaving off a little bit here is gonna be really hard, so it's easier to do it in the MDF and fix that problem that I made. So this looks nice, and this looks less nice. Oh, let's test if the plate amp fits. I could have milled some holes with a 3mm cutter, but I didn't. So you might think, why? It's too big. But that was on purpose. I wanted to be sitting like this, so it has some way of losing some of the heat. So I'll probably drill holes by hand, like tiny holes, and throw in some cyan acrylate, I think, and then I'm gonna tap it. And I think that's strong enough to hold a plate amp. So, doing the bulk of the inside. So baffle, rear panel, and divider thingy thing. That's that. Now I need to this is the back plate. I need to shave off a little bit here and here on the belt sander to make it wedge in the rest of the design, and it goes in a little bit easier if I do that. So I have to do it with this one, and with this one, but only with the back side. So this is going to be the baffle. Hopefully, if it fits. I'll do a test fit on the woofer. I might just do the drilling of the magnet holes. Okay, I think I found something. And then slightly less. Drill press will be your best case scenario in this case. but I don't have one. Well, I do, but it's a sucky one. Didn't blow a hole yet. So if this is sitting there, I want to know if, oh, if it's strong enough. It's not a huge force, but times 4 might be enough to hold it in place. Just gonna put them in with some glue, and then I might want to put some magnets underneath to pull them in. Okay. So I'm going for some super glue, if I can get the canister open. Oh, that was easy. I left a little bit more room around the magnets on purpose, so there is an ability to put glue in there, because that's usually a thing. Plop, you see? Otherwise you cannot get them in. Oh! There's glue all over my hands. Now, the tricky part. Add the magnets on the other side. But it has to be the correct polarity, otherwise we fling it out again. That's why I marked it, because I know I will forget which side is which. So now it's held down by some magnets, and now we're gonna add some more glue. And hopefully it will never come out again. Just wiggle it around a little bit. So now I could use accelerator, for instance. But I might as well let it dry. Wanting to test the woofer fit before I continue. So I have to fix the holes for inserts. So we'll see. I have to countersink these because there's another baffle going on top of this. So that's the one with the magnets already in there. Let's see if the woofer fits. I hope to be able to use black Allen keyed bolts or screws or whatever they are called. No, they're not nuts. These ones, because they are nice and black. but they have a slightly bigger head, so I hope it all works out. I think that will work. So now I can glue these two together. But before I do that, I'm gonna shim off of a piece of each side. This build is quite annoying that nothing actually fits exactly. And it might be because I didn't take big enough sloppy tolerances. Like too tight, everything is too tight. If there is something not perfect, the whole thing doesn't work. So now it became one of those builds where you have to adjust on the fly to make it fit, which is kind of exactly what I do not want with the use of a CNC. Well, this beats at least sanding. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm not sure how much I should get rid of, this is set to 0 towards against this piece, and now I can use this and say, let's zero this out, by the way, and say x minus 0.5. Oh, god damn it, why is it? Okay, x minus 0.5. That moved. Minus 0.5. 0.4992 to be perfectly clear. So now if I move it like this, whip, I should get rid of 0.5. And I'll do that on both sides. And then I know it might be more than that, but I'll just, you know, small steps, baby steps. Okay, here goes nothing. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Now -1. I would not recommend this to anyone. I did this a few times, and now it's time to skim off a little bit of this. It's the back side, and it doesn't like fall into the loudspeaker as nice. It's like 0.4 millimeter or something that it. Well, I don't know. I want it to be a little bit deeper into the cabinet. 1.2. Yay! Cool. I need to glue up my baffle. Baffle. These two close call. leave this to dry. Clean it up a little bit where it's squeezed out. Because now it doesn't cost any effort. If you wait, it will take a lot of effort. Oh, I'll leave this, and well, maybe we can assemble the rest today, but I'm not sure. Could be a whole nother video, because I have quite some video already. Becomes a really long video otherwise. So I guess next video will be assembly, and I'm just gonna chill a little bit. I had too much coffee or something, I don't know. See you!